Namaste, it's Sahara Rose, and welcome back to the Highest Self podcast, a place where we discuss what makes you your soul's highest evolvement. This is one of those episodes where I just have an idea and I want to flow with it with you guys. And the thing that has been coming up for me, since I released the book, is I get lots of questions and people want to know, how can I eat Ayurvedically? What can I do? Can I tongue scrape? Can I dry brush? What are the how-tos? And all of that is great, and it's amazing, and it's what I teach. I'm going away this week to teach in Hawaii. I'm going away later on. I love teaching the how-to, but really what matters is the why. And that's what we're missing. Why should we eat Ayurvedically? Why should we be healthy? Why does any of this matter? And that's the real question that we should be asking ourselves. We often get stuck in trying to do the next thing. Make more money, lose weight, get more muscle tone, whatever else it is. And oftentimes we're so caught in this pursuit of achieving whatever that thing is, which is a wonderful pursuit oftentimes, that we lose track of the whole purpose of it all. People are spending their whole lives working jobs that they hate to make money, and they're not really questioning and asking themselves, oh, wait, what am I going to do with this money? Why does this matter? Or people just get so motivated of, I want to transform my body in 12 weeks. I want to have one of those before-after pictures, when they don't even ask themselves, well, why? What's wrong with my body now? So we live in this society that's very achievement-oriented, and I love achievements. I'm all for achievements, but achievements are meaningless if there's no purpose behind them. So why eat Ayurvedically? Ayurveda is a system of balance. It incorporates the mind, the body, the spirit. It's the world's oldest health system, originating in ancient India 5,000 years ago. And it's the health system that Chinese medicine is based off of, which later turned into macrobiotics, which Western medicine is based off of. If you read my book, Idiot's Guide to Ayurveda, I show you with the map of the Silk Road of how Ayurveda moved both east and west and even up north to Egypt in northern Africa, and has really taken so many shapes and forms. So it really is an ancient and tried and true system. Ayurveda was the first system to ever talk about herbology, using plants as medicine, was the first to actually talk about surgery. A lot of people think that's Egypt. So basically it's very technical and it's a science. But Ayurveda says the only reason we're doing this is so we don't have to worry about the physical body anymore. The only reason why your digestion matters is so you can digest thoughts and emotions and whatever life throws at you and transform it into art. The only reason why we need to pay attention to our health and the nuances of our body is so we can live our lives and not have to. It's how can I make sure my body and mind are fine-tuned so I don't get to that point of desperation where I have no choice but to look at this. It's prevention. And the whole point of, being healthy, being glowing, all of these things that we want really is so we can figure out what it is we were meant to do on this planet. That's really all it is. No one was born on this planet to just, have great digestion. I have a whole episode on that. There's no such thing as perfect digestion. The more you stress about it, the worse it will get too. No one was put on this planet to have a perfectly clean tongue. No one was put on this planet to have a perfect 2-hour-long morning routine. That's not the meaning of your life. Maybe these things will help you figure that out, but it's not the end goal. Health is not the end goal. We weren't born to be healthy. Health is what we were born as, and it's what we let go of when we forget who we are. So really, when you're healthy, it's when you're living your life in accordance with your higher purpose. And the moment that you slip off track, your body lets you know. It lets you know in the form of colds and in hives and in amenorrhea and in PCOS and in so many shapes and forms. It's your body telling you, hey, this is what's going on. So we lose track of really why we want to be healthy, why we want to live Ayurvedically. And it's so we can know ourselves, so we can walk our time on this planet achieving something that's so much greater than us and greater than human level achievements. It's experiencing a higher purpose. I believe we were all put on this planet for the same reason, and that is to raise consciousness. And we all have different ways of raising consciousness. And for some of us, it's through our art. And for others, it's through our leadership. And others, it's through our love and our caring. And these also correlate with the doshas. Vatas were meant to be more creative and eccentric and visionary. They are those people put on the planet to do those things. Pittas were meant to be managers, leaders, organizers, people to run the business. They are good at that, and that's what they were put on this planet to do. Kaphas were meant to be the caretakers, the teachers, the people who can really hold space for you, work with you one-on-one. They're really good with their hands and they're patient, and they're meant to do those things. So really, Ayurveda is saying, okay, how can I heal whatever's going on in your body so you don't have to worry about it and you can do that thing that you were meant to do? And this is how your dosha is connected to your dharma. So the word dharma, as I've mentioned in many episodes, it's your life purpose, essentially. The word dharma has actually 16 different meanings in Sanskrit, but the main one is essentially your purpose, why are you here? And your dosha, your constitution, is directly related to it, which is why I created my Doshas and Dharma program, which is a 4-week program to show you how your dosha, your unique constitution, is related to why you are here. So the reason that we have to care about health and wellness is because whatever our body, the symptoms are showing up, it's a really good indicator of what we are missing out on. So for example, some vata-related imbalances. Amenorrhea, so I'm very, very vata. And amenorrhea was something that I had for a long time, 2 years. Amenorrhea is when you don't get your period. So I didn't get my period for about 2 years at all. And what is that the sign of? Well, it's basically your body is so cold and it's so dry. But really, from a mental and spiritual perspective, it's how are you living your life cold and dry? Maybe you're not really opening up to your womanhood and your juiciness and who you really are. When I look back at those times, I really wasn't. I was, just really in my head, really stressed out with work and school and all of these things. And I definitely was not embracing my divine feminine. I was super in my masculine, just trying to get things done and trying to be perfect. And at the same time, depriving myself from the sweetness of life, from the luxury of life, and depriving diets and over-exercising and all of these things, which were literally sucking the ojas, the life force, out of me. That it manifested as amenorrhea, which was my body telling me, like, hey girl, there's no way you are able to handle a baby. So we're going to make sure it's impossible for you to get pregnant because this baby's going to be way too stressed out with a mom like you, and you definitely don't have the capability to handle it. So that's what my body was telling me, and I wasn't listening, and I was going to doctors and this and that, trying to figure out what's wrong. But really, it was my lifestyle and my relationship with myself. And once I healed that, my period came back, and I've had to change so many things of my life of, allowing myself to be more embodied and be in my feminine and dance, and the things that I talk about in the episode, all about how your dances are related to your chakras, doing a lot of root chakra, a lot of grounding, because that's what I was needing. I was very airy and spacey and vata-y, and I needed to reconnect with the kapha, which I was born with, but I totally disconnected from. Now, pittas. So a lot of pitta people, they get stomach acid, like ulcers and heartburn and really bad hives. So all of that is your body saying you're inflamed. There's too much stress going on. There's too much heat. There's too much just chaos, and we can't deal. So, for example, hives are related to tension, just stored tension and stored heat in the body, literally trying to escape. And when it can't escape, it just shows out through your skin. Acne is also related to that. It's built up heat in your digestive system because your digestion is the fire. Heat always rises. It's like when you stand on a chair, it's always hotter up there. So that heat rises and it's trying to leave, and it shows up as acne. So a lot of skin-related issues are pitta, because pitta is the dosha in charge of transformation. And when you aren't able to fully eliminate and you aren't purified, there's toxins in you, it's trying to get out of your system, and it's going to show up in your skin, because your skin is your detox organ. So toxin-related issues, skin-related issues, hives, ulcers, all of that is too much pitta. How can you chill out? How can you cool down? How can you just go with the flow and let go of your need to control everything? That's all it is. And once you do that, then your real path begins to open to you. Because pittas might think, oh, I was meant to be a fine-tuner. You're good at that you can naturally go there. But really, when a pitta's in their power is when they're able to also know how to chill out. So when they come forth in a place of leadership, it's coming from balance of feminine and masculine energy. It's not coming from a place of burnout. It's not an authoritarian leader. That would be an imbalanced pitta leader. A balanced pitta leader will be able to go with the flow, but still come forth with leadership. Now, a kapha, if you are just gaining weight, if you have diabetes, if you suffer from obesity or anything related to that, just feeling tired all the time, you're noticing, especially you're gaining weight in your hips and your thighs and your lower body, it's too much grounding. Your body and your mind need movement. And when you get stuck in your ways and you make excuses for yourself and you just want to take everything slow and just one day at a time, and you're really what it is you're afraid of change. You're afraid of rapid transformation, and you're preventing yourself from doing it. So your body is going to show up as slow and overly grounded, which is why they tend to gain weight in their lower body. It's too much grounding. So kaphas, they often have mucus-related issues and phlegm, etc. And it's really your system being like, clear up your throat chakra, speak your truth, and get moving. So when kaphas are able to try something new, stimulate, exercise, meet new people, get out of their comfort zones, do that thing that they've been putting on the back burner, that's when they get in their power. That's when they can actually become that healer they want to be, or that conscious entrepreneur, or that teacher, or whatever it is. Because if you're just coming from a place of, oh, I care about you, I really care, but I don't really care that much about myself, you're not going to be able to give. Kaphas can't give if they've run dry. And in that filling up your own cup, don't get stuck there either. Because I see a lot of kaphas take a lot of time for self-nourishment and self-care that they don't end up doing the thing. So it's action. It's getting yourself on that tennis court and getting that ball moving, because that's how you learn how to play. And in doing so, your path opens up for you, and you're able to show up as that healer or whatever you want to be, because you're able to play. You're not just thinking about it. You're not just in brainstorming mode still. Even with business, they say the best way to set up your own business is to launch fast and then figure it out. Because you can spend years and years and years trying to write your business plan and think about this and do the price points, blah, 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 blah. But you're not really going to know until your business is out there and you're receiving feedback from people and you're seeing how it shows up in the marketplace. So this is what kaphas need to do. They need to get the ball rolling, and then you can make the changes as you go. So really, Ayurveda is a system of knowing yourself. It's knowing your Dharma. It's knowing why you were here and understanding your body's cues so you can make the best choices. So my program, the Doshas and Dharma program, is a 4-week program that will let you understand yourself to a level that you never have before. So this is my second time now running this program, and truly the results I've seen are amazing. We have girls who are healers. We have girls who are starting their own businesses, creating their own shops, doing so many incredible things. And really all it took was them to realize their own strengths. It's nothing that I do. It's nothing that anyone else can do. It's you really realizing it for yourself. So I created this system, this 4-week system of weekly videos, and there's a group call each week and then a live Q&A with me. And in those 4 weeks, we're going to do processes to get to know who you truly are, what you were meant to do, what are your strengths, what are directions you could see your life going in, and really discovering what next step should you take. Because for me, it's all about using whatever it is you're good at and sharing it with the world. You know, you weren't born with your gifts to keep them locked up in an attic. You have to share them with other people. So it heals you physically and emotionally and spiritually when you're in your power and you're walking your path. I swear that heals more health problems than anything else I've ever seen. People in their power, people doing what they were meant to do on this planet. So I'm really, really excited to share that with you. So we are taking applications for the program. We're doing small group coaching calls, only 5 people on each call. You're going to be coached with one of my certified Doshas and Dharma coach, and then a live weekly call with me. And every week there's a video from me and journaling exercises. There's a Facebook community where we talk and we share, and it's really an incredible experience that you can be anywhere around the world. It's all online, which was something really important to me because I want to be able to reach you guys who are in Europe or in Japan or wherever else you are. And I know that people are just so busy these days. And it's really important to set that time for yourself to really get to know your why, because we get so stuck in the rat race that we're just working this job and we're doing these things and we don't really know if it's taking us where we want to go. And the greatest gift that you can give yourself is to face your compass in the direction of your heart and to stop running in the hamster wheel and get out and look around you and notice and say, is this really where I want to be going? This is the ultimate form of self-care. It's not taking baths. It's not putting face masks on. It's not making turmeric lattes. All those things are great, but that's not true self-care. It's self-medication in a way. It's making you feel better for a moment of time. But if you're unhappy with your entire life, it's not really helping. It's just putting a Band-Aid on. You feel great and the mask comes off and you're back to square one. So real self-care means knowing yourself, trusting yourself, investing in yourself, and following whatever it is that you want to truly do. And sometimes it's hard because we know so much about ourselves and we judge ourselves and we can be so self-critical, which is why all of my times of rapid growth have been with working with a teacher. Because teachers can see things in you that you can't see in yourself. They're an amazing reflector. That's why in every culture in the world, there's some form of guru or master or teacher or something. And truly, the guru, the master, the teacher is you, but it takes a mirror, someone to look at who you really are and echo it back to you so you can finally hear it. So I invite you to join, apply for the program. You can find it on my website, iamsahararose.com. We're taking applications, and I'm so excited to have you there. Namaste.